All right, Wolfpack. Tuesday WOD Talk. Got a little bit of a aerobic endurance session here for you. So it's been a while since we've done an EMOM. It's a pretty long one, so make sure we take this session as an opportunity to work on breathing patterns, movement efficiency on the burpee, box jump overs, and step ups, and trying to work our way through this in the least intense fashion. Obviously, it's going to be very intense since we have cyclical portions that are going to ramp things up, but the focus is to work on the burpee, box jump overs and to work on the step ups under a lot of different fatigues. So make sure that we're keeping this in mind, that we shouldn't be sprinting these. We should be finding new ways to become more efficient and get comfortable with these movements under different fatigues. So it's kind of the purpose of this EMOM. So starting off with calories on the assault bike. So this should be something that we ramp the bike up. We hold at a pretty high rate for as long as we can, and then we simmer down for the last few calories. Something that we can crush out, 80% effort and get it done in 40 to 45 seconds. So, and that's the same time frame for all of these. In the EMOM, we shouldn't be extending past 40 to 45 seconds. There should be a slight slight timing of recovery so we can transition to the next movement. So make sure we're picking good calories, that we're getting them done in 40 to 45 seconds without having to go max effort. So we have a little bit of transition time, okay? The burpee box jump over is 8 to 10. It's obviously a recommended rep range. Again, shouldn't be more than 40 to 45 seconds. And this is a great opportunity to really work on burpee efficiency, okay? There's a lot of different ways to do it, but I'm going to give you guys a little insight on a pro tip on why we have the square boxes and not the triangle boxes. I know a lot of people love the triangle boxes, but I actually think the smaller triangle boxes ruin your efficiency on burpee box jump overs because it forces you into funky positions. So what I'm saying here is the way to efficiently do a burpee box jump over, you get back into your burpee, right? We step up with one leg, we jump up. As soon as we hit the box, we should be in a wide stance where our chest is actually a little bit upright and we can breathe, okay? The problem with the triangle boxes is they're so short and narrow. You have to land with your quads really short. You're really compressed, right? It blows your quads up and you really don't have an opportunity to breathe because you're kind of bent over. So if tomorrow is the first day you ever use the rectangle boxes, your burpee box jump overs will change forever. It's a little pro tip. So it's another opportunity to work on a good spin, step down, and then as soon as that other leg hits the ground, you're right down into your next burpee. So practice that tomorrow. Find a good cadence where the depth that you step back is enough for your other leg to come back, and then that puts you as close to the box as possible where you can still get down in your burpees and you don't whack your face on the box. That way we're stepping back and stepping up with the least amount of distance traveled, requiring us the least amount of energy. So give that a whirl tomorrow. Again, we should be breathing the whole time on these, not exerting more than 80% effort, 75% effort to get these done in a timely fashion. Okay, if we do these in 4 to 5 seconds per rep, you do 40, you're looking at 40 seconds or something, which is perfect if we're doing 10. Okay, so try that out. Same thing on the calorie row, 40, 45 seconds at a 80% effort. The step ups, I put these in here because these are really, really challenging in general, but after all of the fatigue we've just accumulated, your lower body and quads are going to be very pumped up from the burpees and the bike. And then on the row, it's actually going to impact your midline and your upper torso a little bit. So even holding that dumbbell on your shoulders, it's going to add a lot of extra tension. It's going to make these step ups much more challenging, and it's going to spike the heart rate over the rounds of the EMOM. So you must focus on breathing the entire time through these, using as little effort as possible to get yourself all the way up on the box. And again, just trying to find efficiency with this. So this should be something that we can step up, step down, switch legs, step up, step down, and find a good stepping cadence. So make sure we use an appropriate weight and box height. And then the ski erg at the end, right? We do get a minute rest after, so we can kind of get after this one a little bit more. This is always the most challenging, so if this one pushes you a little closer to that minute rest, I'm not super concerned with that, but again, we still should be getting it done in less than a minute. Obviously, over the course of this EMOM, the fatigue is going to accumulate very quickly, and that minute rest is really going to seem like it does nothing, but it still should be enough to where we can recover and get the work done in the EMOM, which means that from the first round, the get-go, you have to make sure we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all under the same stimulus that I just went over. Otherwise, if we're really grinding to get it done in the first round, second round, this EMOM is going to get very challenging because it is 5 full rounds. So it's a lot of reps, a lot of volume, but it's a really good opportunity to increase our endurance and our threshold and focus on breathing and efficient mechanics. So I think it's very doable as long as we position ourselves properly. So So have fun with this one. EMOMs are great. It's a great flush, and it's a great opportunity to get better. So have a great workout, and we'll see you in the gym. Later.